The 8-bit era holds a special place in our hearts. It shows really what developers could do with limited resources and tools and really make games that could resonate with their audience when you didn't have the same tools such as storytelling and graphic engines that you have today. So, in all honesty, what they made was not just video games, it was art. And don't take our word for it. We have here with us our special guests from R3tr0 Empire, Lauren and Frankie.
Thanks for having us on. Yeah, absolutely. Super Murph. Thanks for having us on the show, man. So just to kind of like reiterate what you said about 8-bit and what it's able to do to us, I think it's one of the last remaining eras of video games, or early on that left it up to our imagination a lot, kind of like a book does. You know what I mean? They had only so much technology to tell a story, and the rest of it was up to us to just really dive into what the developers were trying to get at with us. And I think personally for me, that's been my inspiration to team up with Lauren and get this out there, because I don't know, it was our childhood, and kids now have it easy with video games. You know what I mean? It's personally just the graphics, everything just kind of holds your hand.
Literature and music, you have the classics, back to the basics. They never get old.
It's like for us when we were little, our parents were listening to Led Zeppelin and AC/DC and the Beatles and things like that. Mm-hmm. And when we were kids, we were listening to that. I feel age groups now kind of feel that's the cool thing. I want to know what the history of gaming is. That makes me feel so old, but it's 100% true. My god kids, I know they're all very into more retro gaming than anything else. Of course they got Smash and everything like that. But they're always wondering where did it come from? Where did video games come from? And you'd be surprised what an impact it has on them even after they've played modern games.
Sure. So let's just dive into it. Lauren, tell me a little bit, what is R3tr0 Empire?
Okay, so what started off as just me trying to revert back to my artsiness. I started making a few pieces for myself. I started making an R3tr0 Pokeball because I felt like a badass making it, and then my 2 worlds colliding. And then I made a couple for him and other friends, and people started catching on and loving them. And it wasn't until my friend who went to Apex MVD, he wore a Diddy and everyone was freaking out, and it's do you take commission? I'm like, well, why not? Let's do this. Now I will.
Definitely.
Yeah. And we're on Facebook, Instagram, everything else. What I think is great, this is me popping my collar a little bit, I don't want to take templates from online, so I'm making my own templates. And then especially in games such as Smash community, color, the difference of a color makes a big difference. Purple Diddy is not regular Diddy, so exactly. I'm making customized pieces for people, jewelry. I'm starting to make bow ties, things of that nature. So.
Try first necklaces.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. These little guys look awesome. I love the look. Can you take us through the process of someone who doesn't know? What does it take to make these?
8-bit misfits for dummies. Okay, so these are little beads, and first I try to get an 8-bit picture if possible, and I zoom it on Photoshop, and then I just insert grid lines and try to make as minimalist colors as possible to get the 8-bitty feel. Mm-hmm. And then I just pull that bad boy out of my laptop, and there's a pegboard in which I put all the beads, and then I melt it one side with an iron, the other side with a iron.
Gotcha. All right. I like them. I like them a lot, and I think this is something that could really catch on for a lot of people. So, so let's see. These little things are obviously you went through the whole process. What was the longest time you've ever spent on making one of these 8-bit misfits?
Okay, so one of my friends really wanted a Mega Man X, and I'm always down for the challenge. If it's a character I really love, then I'm okay, let's spend some time on this. Mm-hmm. So it was already easy because it was 8-bit format, but it was just I wanted to make a big piece because then I wanted the Ryu next to him. So collectively it took forever, but the Mega Man X itself probably took an hour and a half.
Right.
So it's just with beads and one by one, and then I burned myself. That was so much fun. Whatever, it's worth it. I think that's the best one I've made thus far. So.
And how many hours?
That took an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
To set, and then I have to iron, let it cool, iron again.
So, how about the easy ones? You can crank these out in like 30 minutes? Or because I'm trying to think down the line, are you gonna have like a sweatshop with little old lady?
In my house, I have like what used to be my parents' office is my sweatshop, and it's like popping these bad boys out real quick.
Outsource this to China.
No, I sent him pictures, and it's like, oh, look what I did today, and he's like, oh, nice. I'm like, oh, I'm not done. Like, look at these things.
Wow.
So something like this takes me like half an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Like
cool.
half an hour, yeah.
So I guess let's jump into it. And as you know, we've been promoting this on social media over the last 2 weeks. Our Zelda and Link combo. Some of you have been entering and you've been sharing the photos. You've been following R3tr0 Empire on Instagram. So we're going to be announcing our winner, and it's right up there. So if your name appeared up there, all you got to do is send a direct message to R3tr0 Empire, and they will hook you up with your little combo. So
Link and Zelda combo.
Yep.
Misfit couple.
they're misfit couple. This is R3tr0 Empire. Guys, thank you for watching.
Yeah, just follow us on Instagram, R3tr0 Empire. It'll be above my head, hopefully.
Yeah.
And look for us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/R3tr0 Empire. Send me a DM, send her a DM, message. If you could draw up something that you want, something customized, we'll figure it out for you, we'll price it for you, and we'll send it to you. Definitely. With lots of 8-bit love.
Yes.
There you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.